Hi guys, I am Kim and I am 38 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and at this point, inaantay ko na lang talaga si baby kung kailan niya gustong lumabas. Aww. In this video, I'll be sharing with you the symptoms that I have per trimester. Baka some of you are in your early pregnancy or nagbabalak pa lang maging pregnant, and you will be interested to know how it went for me from the first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, all those symptoms, baka gusto nyo siyang malaman, and also maybe for me to have something to look back to if I'm going to have my second baby or just a memento. This third trimester has been very challenging, unlike nung first and second trimester ko na parang very manageable naman lahat ng symptoms. Third trimester for me has been very uncomfortable. It has changed my lifestyle, it has changed my mood, it has changed me, basically. Just now, nagko-contemplate ako nung mga pinagdaanan ko in the past 9 months. Akala ko, sobrang tagal ng 9 months pag nagbuntis ka. I didn't realize na sobrang bilis na lang pala. Parang, uy, manganganak ka na, 9 months na. Kasi this is my first pregnancy at 35 years old. I didn't have much expectation, pero ayun nga, akala ko matagal yung 9 months. I realized bittersweet na matatapos na yung pregnancy ko. And naisip ko habang nagko-contemplate ako, baka meron sa inyong mga in your early pregnancy or nagbabalak na maging pregnant na interested on what the symptoms are, what to expect, what not to expect. Let's start with the first trimester. We got married in March. During the wedding day, I had my period. So, I knew exactly kailan yung first day of my last period. Kasi when you're suspecting that you are pregnant na, the first thing that your OB will ask you is yun nga. When do you think is the first day of your last period? And then they will count 40 weeks from there. Each trimester has around 13 weeks. When I told my OB that it was March, then we calculated my due date to be early December. So, nung hindi na ako nagkaroon ng April, nag-PT kami ni John. Dalawang variant ng PT yung binili ko para sure na sure talaga. And ayun nga, naging positive siya. But that's the only way that I knew that I was pregnant. Nothing extreme. Hindi ako masyadong pinahirapan ng baby ko. I was actually just feeling dizzy. Pero hindi kasi yun bago sa akin. Alam mo, normally even before pregnancy, I have low blood pressure and I had history of anemia. So, yung pagkahilo, parang normal na siya sa akin. I didn't think that it was exactly a pregnancy symptoms. So, sanay na ako dyan. Ang weird lang, I think, na nagbago was that I was craving so much for avocado and kamatis. And yung avocado nung time na yun, hindi siya season. So, sobrang hirap ni Jen makahanap. I don't know where he got some of the avocados that he brought home. Maugat-ugat pa talaga siya kasi parang pinilit na lang. But para lang makain ko siya. And then, I wanted to have kamatis in every dish, at least with rice na kakainin ko. Sometimes I even eat nga yung kamatis na siya lang, like an apple, ganun. So that was something weird. So I had dizziness, I had craving, and the third one is smell sensitivity. Ayoko nung first trimester was whenever John cooks something na may patis. Hindi naman siya masyadong matapang for other people in the house. Like kung meron kaming bisita, if my sister is here, sa kanya hindi siya nakaka-bother, pero sa akin, parang ang sakit-sakit ng ilong ko. And kahit sausawan lang siya, hindi siya niluto, I didn't like the smell of patis. But basically, that's it. Now, moving on to my second trimester, medyo mas lumala yung dizziness ko. This time, I couldn't even drive myself anymore kasi lalo na pag sobrang maaraw. Tapos yung car ko kasi, hindi siya tinted sa harap kasi nahihirapan ako mag-drive sa gabi kapag may medyo dark yung tint. Kaya yung araw kapag pumasok, lalo na kapag tanghali, mainit na talaga siya. And that's when I become overheated, tapos sobrang nahihilo talaga. Aside from lumala yung dizziness ko in the second trimester, ang na-add lang talaga is leg cramps. So nagigising na ako ngayon sa gabi na yung right leg ko, it's always been my right leg and my right arm. I don't know why. Because I sleep in my left pero ang masakit yung right. Anyway, so, yung nalagdag ng second trimester ko is yung leg cramps ko. Pero, parang after a month or two, na-realize ko na kapag nagka-cramps, di ba masakit yung legs mo pag nagka-cramps, tapos parang ang tendency mo, if-flat mo siya na ganyan. na-realize ko, pag flinex ko pala siya, tapos trinay ko na yung feet ko parang backwards, pipilitin ko siyang i-backwards para ma-flex lahat ng muscles ko dun sa calves. And, well, lahat na ng muscle ma-flex. If i-flex ko siya, nawawala yung leg cramps. Kasi dati hindi ako makapag-stretch sa morning. Di ba, gigising ka, tapos, stretch, ganyan. Parang, tapos yung legs mo, uunatin mo na ganyan. Hindi ko na yun mabalik. Like, ang sakit na talaga ng leg cramps ko. Nagigisingin ko talaga siya para, talagang hilutin siya ng hilutin. Until ma-realize ko na I can do the flexing and nawawala yung leg cramp. I can also flex before ako mag-stretch, before ako mag-unat, and there will be no leg cramps at all. So, itong leg cramps, nawala din siya during the 3rd trimester because I learned how to manage it. Which is hack, I think. I don't know anybody knew na pag nag-flex ka ng muscles mo, mawawala yung leg cramp. I-try nyo, baka mag-work din sa inyo. Okay, so 3rd trimester. This is the stage that I'm currently working on. Sabi ko kanina, ito yung pinakamahirap, parang lahat na consolidate na dito, kaya medyo mahaba-haba yung list. Not really sobrang haba, no? Pero ito yung pinakamarami talaga akong kakaibang nararamdaman. And I really have to deal with it even at this point na inaantay ko na si babyng lumabas. Unang-una is the carpal tunnel syndrome. Ito yung sobrang sakit ng kamay ko. This area right here, pababa ng ganyan. Sobrang sakit niyan. Sometimes tingling sensation lang siya. Minsan numbing sensation, but most of the time, lalo na sa gabi, nagigising ako ng gabi na pain yung nararamdaman ko. It's very painful, parang, I don't know, parang gusto ko na siyang patanggal. I couldn't hold a pen properly anymore. Wala rin akong grip, so pag naghuhugas ako ng plato after namin kumain, may mga nadudulas na nabaso dun sa kamay ko. Some doctors recommend na mag-wear ka ng parang bracket na may splint, ganyan. For me naman, I just keep on going to my regular, prenatal massage appointment, and pinapa-focus ko din yung massage dito para matulungan yung blood flow ko. Yeah, and still there, my OB said mawawala din yan after mong manganak. And it's because namamanas ka na. The second symptom is the pamamanas. I'm gonna show you a footage of my feet. Nakakatawa talaga siya, sobrang taba niya. I can't even imagine that sa akin yun. Nagtatawanan nga kaming mag-asawa minsan kasi biglang nanonood kami ng TV, nakataas yung paa ko, and then mapapatingin kami dun sa paa ko, parehong paa, para siyang longganisa na or hamonado or ham, ganyan. Yeah, anyway, it's funny, pero masakit siya, hindi na siya comfortable ilakad, nahirapan na siyang parang mag-bend na ganyan. Mind you, masipag akong maglakad. Because of my husband's business, nakakasama ko wherever, like sa project sites, sa mga meetings, and then we go to the mall para medyo mas malamig naman pag naglalakad kami, and then we walk pa in the morning, and then we walk pa at night bago ako maligo ng warm water and go to bed. So, tas meron pa kaming hagdan dito sa bahay na lagi akong may nakakalimutan sa taas or maiihi ako sa baba. So, walking was really something that hindi ko kinakatamaran kasi I really have to do it. But still, namanas ako. You can see my face. This was not me before the 3rd trimester. And my hands look like longganisa and my feet as well. 3rd is excessive sweating. Like what I'm experiencing right now, kahit medyo malamig naman. And it's not even sunny. Parang uulan pa nga. Pero nagpapawis talaga ako. Before I got pregnant, sobrang hirap na hirap ko talaga na pagpawisan. Nagjo-jogging kami ni John sa buong UP. Pawis na sila ng mga kasama ko. Siya, yung kapatid ko, yung friends ko, ganyan. Ako parang tuldok-tuldok lang, parang ayaw pa lumabas. So, hindi talaga ako pawisin. Tapos yung pores ko talagang naka-close yung mga pores ko. Pero this 3rd trimester, kahit natutulog kami, lalo na in the middle of the night, na sobrang naka 21, 22, 23 na yung AC, wala na akong comforter. Pero pawis na pawis yung paa ko. And then yung kamay ko, sobrang pawis na pawis din siya. Nagigising ako na kailangan ko mag-change ng t-shirt kasi pawis na pawis yung likod ko. And that's very uncomfortable. Kailangan nakatutok yung aircon, electric fan, Jisoo Life, lahat nasa mukha ko. Ganyan. Kung hindi, parang hihingalin ako because that's another symptom. Sobrang hingal na hingal ako all the time. I think kapag napagod ako and my lungs needed to expand, wala siya masyado pag-expandan kasi ang laki na nung tiyan ko. Same with my heart. Pagka sobrang bilis na nung heart beat ko, parang feeling ko sikip na sila kasi si baby nga ang laki na, 'di ba? I couldn't really imagine myself like sweating a lot like this before. And speaking of naninikip na yung mga organs ko sa loob, it's also causing me to have extreme heartburn and acid reflux. Kapag kumain ako, kahit di naman ako nakahiga agad, nag-acid reflux pa rin ako. I needed to eat bread. Minsan nako-quash na yung mapait na panlasa ng acid reflux. The heartburn, pinapahinga ko lang siya or warm water, ganyan, and it goes away naman, thankfully. And lastly, different kinds of pain. Pain everywhere. Like, pag tinatanong ako na dyan saan masakit, hindi ko na alam saan yung una ko ituturo. Sometimes, sobrang sakit ng ulo ko, masakit yung boobs ko, kasi diba, parang I think it's trying na to produce some milk, pero wala pa. So, sumasakit siya. And masakit yung carpal tunnel ko, masakit yung legs ko, masakit yung feet ko. But most of all, lower back pain, pelvic pain, round ligament pain, yung talagang sa pinakailalim nung tiyan ko. Kasi di ba malaki yung tiyan mo na ganyan. Yung pinakailalim niya, nandun lahat yung weight ni baby. So minsan kapag tatayo ka, parang, ganun. Meron siyang parang shooting pain na ganyan. Tapos, kailangan umupo mo agad and i-rest mo lang siya. Hindi ka na pwedeng pumunta kahit saan kasi hindi siya mawawala kung hindi mo siya i-rest. Also, yung pelvic floor ko, pinapasoften na kasi siya ngayon ni Doc. Pinapag-take niya na ako ng Primrose oil. So, I think it's softening. Pero dahil medyo malambot na siya, mas sensitive siya. Lahat masakit kapag kailangan mong tumayo from the bed, magwiwi ka, and then babalik ka, or you're trying to do another position. Ayan, sobrang masakit na lahat talaga siya. So, ayan, I'm still on the lookout kung may madadagdag pa dito. It is our 38 weeks and 2 days, going 39 weeks. I still have a week more than 1 week to go to wait for my baby. Kung hindi, sabi ni Doc, yung Primrose oil capsules na pinapainom niyo sa akin ngayon, orally, next week, magiging, na lang siya, i-insert na lang siya para diretso na. If hindi pa din siya mag-work, i-induce na ako. So, please pray for me, guys, na maging normal lahat ng mga pangyayari sa buhay namin ni baby in the next weeks. And I'm gonna update you in the next vlog.